keeps falling on the fields tonight, covering tracks beneath the night. The earth remembers every name, even when the world forgets the same. The graveyard rests beyond the pines, where crooked crosses lean with time. Their shadows stretch through mud and clay, like hands that never went away. The river swells beneath the storm, dark and cold and far from warm. It carries secrets from the dead and whispers words best left unsaid. The thunder speaks, the willow bends, every ending meets its end. 6 feet of southern rain above me, cold wind singing through the trees. 6 feet of southern rain tonight, washing away what used to be. 6 feet of southern rain around me, ghosts still walking sacred ground. 6 feet of southern rain tonight, we're lost souls, never make a sound. There's an old cemetery down the road, hidden where the wild vines grow. No visitors come anymore, only ravens gathering by the door. Names are fading from the stone, like lives erased and overgrown. Yet every crack and weathered scar still tells us who we really are. I knew a man who died alone, with whiskey breath and a heart of stone. Now rain falls equally on saints and thieves beneath these ancient Tennessee leaves. The sky grows black, the river rises, no soul escapes. It's final crisis. 6 feet of southern rain above me, cold wind singing through the trees. 6 feet of southern rain tonight, washing away what used to be. 6 feet of southern rain around me, ghosts still walking sacred ground. 6 feet of southern rain tonight, we're lost souls, never make a I can hear the chains beneath the soil. I can hear forgotten prayers, drowned by time. The preacher's voice is gone, the outlaw's gun is rust. The rich man and the poor man become the same dust, and the rain keeps falling year after year, like close my eyes and hear them sing, the dead beneath the rain-soaked wind. Then lightning tears the sky apart, like God reaching for a broken heart. For one brief second all was clear, life and death standing nearer, near. The rain remembers, the dirt remembers, the river remembers, the dead remember. Don't stop. The river remembers. Black water rolls without a sound, dragging old secrets underground. The bridge still stands but barely breathes, covered up in dying leaves. Mama warned me years before, don't knock on that cabin door. Some folks leave without goodbye, some just disappear at night. Black water crossing calls my soul, like a song I've always known. Every ripple hides a lie, every raven owns the sky. If I vanish with the tide, don't come looking, don't ask why. The river always takes its toll down at Blackwater Crossing. Lantern light begins to fade, names are carved into the shade. Every sinner pays the fee to the river and the cypress trees. The current never forgives, it only keeps what it receives. Blackwater Crossing, where silence is the loudest here. No judge, no trial, only water deep and still. Preacher bowed his head to pray. The rope was waiting in the wind for another sinner's end. The town stood silent, still as stone, each man afraid to stand alone. The courthouse cast a shadow long, like it knew right from wrong was gone. The scaffold waited on the hill, The morning chill, its weathered boards had seen it all. Every rise and every fall. The crows gathered by the pine, like witnesses beyond time. This is the hangman's prayer for every soul left hanging there. The hangman's prayer beneath the sky. God forgive me when I die. This is the hangman's prayer for every burden I must bear. The hangman's prayer through the years, written with blood and tears. The condemned man wore no fear, though death itself was standing near. His hands were bound, his face was pale, like a ghost already leaving the trail. Some said he robbed and some said killed. Some swore the devil bent his will. Others whispered late at night that justice never got it right. The preacher read from sacred words, but doubt was louder than what was heard. The hangman stared down at the ground, afraid of what he'd finally found. Because every face begins to stay long after death has gone away. This is the hangman's prayer for every soul left hanging there. The hangman's prayer beneath the sky. God forgive me when I die. This is the hangman's prayer for every burden I must bear. The hangman's prayer through the years, written with blood and tears. I've watched the guilty fall, I've watched the innocent too. And after all these years, I no longer know the truth. The rope doesn't judge, the gallows don't care. The crowd goes home, but the dead stay there. Every face, every name, every final breath still follows me. A sound colder than stone. The wind moved through the hanging tree, like a hymn for the deceased. The crowd dispersed before the rain, returning to their lives again. But the hangman stayed behind, unable to leave the dead behind. He looked up at the darkening sky and asked the Lord the reason why. The thunder answered from above, but never spoke of justice or rotted into dust. The courthouse crumbled, the town disappeared. But when the wind blows through the old hanging tree, midnight fell on Red Creek town. The church bell cracked, the sun went down. Footsteps echoed through the dust, like a warning nobody trusts. Storefront windows stood in line, frozen somewhere beyond time. The faded signs and weathered wood held more stories than they should. The sheriff's office sat alone, like a forgotten gravestone. Its peeling paint and broken glass watched another shadow pass. The wind carried whispers from the hills, and every whisper gave me chills. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. Same as every night before. She swore she heard the rider come when the church clock struck one. A black horse crossed the empty square with no living soul sitting there. Its iron shoes struck sparks below, like embers from a fire long ago. Tracks beyond the creek still groan with voices soft and weak. Men who vanished years before, searching for a forgotten shore. Nobody asked what happened then. Some secrets never leave Red Creek again. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. Father told me when I was young, never stay when the night has come. Leave before the moon climbs high, before you hear the widow cry. But youth is blind and pride runs deep, and some promises we never keep. So I wondered where the darkness spread toward the old graveyard hill instead. There beneath the crooked pine I saw figures standing in a line, silent faces pale and gray, watching the world decay. Clouds rolled over the harvest moon, and the town grew colder far too soon. Every porch light flickered weak as fear returned to Red Creek. I heard the bell begin to ring, though no hand touched a thing. One slow toll across the land, like judgment from an unseen hand. And the rider crossed the square, the black horse breathing frozen air. He tipped his hat and turned away and vanished before the break of day. The wind stopped blowing, the night stood still, the town held its breath beyond the hill. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, shadows dancing in the pale moonlight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where every road remembers sin. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, ghosts still walking beyond sight. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where the dead know all our names. Midnight in Red Creek tonight, lost souls wandering through the night. Midnight in Red Creek once again, where darkness always finds its way. Some towns disappear with time, some towns become legends, and some towns never let the dead leave. Red Creek was one of those towns. Every nail, every bore knows my hands. Morning comes with a seed of dust, another family wrapped in rust. I measure silence with a lamp, every coffin fits on time. The preacher nods, he knows my face. I buried half this little place. Children grew, then disappeared, leaving only smoking years. Funny how the living fear the dead when they're the ones already gone. I built my own coffin, one board every lonely year. Every hammer left an echo only I could ever hear. When my heartbeat finally fades, don't waste flowers on my grave, just close the lid. I already know the way. pipe smells of pine and rain. Every scratch recalls a name. Some were heroes, some were thieves. All became the same to me. The clock stopped back in '82. Still it ticks when darkness moves. Every shadow knows my trade. Every debt gets fully paid. Death's no stranger at my door. He's been buying here for years. Sometimes we just sit in silence, sharing smoke instead of tears. I built my own coffin long before my final breath. Not because I fear tomorrow, I just learned respect in death. When the last nail finds its place, don't remember my old face. Remember only the hands that built your peace. The shop stays open even after I'm gone. The preacher carried a worn-out Bible. The outlaw carried a loaded gun. Both men walking toward the sunset, knowing neither could outrun. The preacher's coat was faded black, dust from 1,000 miles on his back. His eyes held storms he'd never told, and prayers that had long grown cold. The outlaw rode a tired mare, with scars and blood stains everywhere. Wanted posters filled the towns, yet no reward could hunt him down. One searched for grace, one searched for peace. Neither man could find release. The preacher and the outlaw ride, two lost souls on opposite sides. The preacher and the outlaw know heaven and hell share the same road. The preacher and the outlaw ride beneath the moon and endless sky. The preacher and the outlaw see the truth ain't what it used to be. They met beside an old saloon. the blood-red harvest moon. No words were spoken for a while, just weary eyes and crooked smiles. The preacher poured a glass of rye. The outlaw stared into the night. Both carried ghosts they couldn't shake. Both carried choices they couldn't take back. The town around them slowly slept, while memories they buried crept. Old regrets came crawling near, whispering things they feared to hear. The whiskey burned, the silence spoke. Every promise slowly broke. The preacher and the outlaw ride, two lost souls on opposite sides. The preacher and the outlaw know heaven and hell share the same road. The preacher and the outlaw ride beneath the moon and endless sky. The preacher and the outlaw see the truth ain't what it used to be. The preacher said, I've buried saints, I've buried thieves, I've buried men who begged forgiveness on their final knees. The outlaw laughed, I've robbed banks, I've shed blood, but every man I've ever killed was someone's son. Then silence filled the desert air. Neither man had more to share, 'cause deep inside they understood the line between evil and good. But darkness lingered with them still. The road stretched on through dust and stone, a path neither would walk alone. Coyotes cried across the plain like mourners singing through the rain. The preacher opened up his book, the outlaw never dared to look. Yet side by side they rode ahead toward whatever fate had said. Two different men beneath one sky, both preparing for goodbye. The desert remembers, the wind remembers, the dead remember, and God remembers. The preacher and the outlaw ride, two lost souls on opposite sides. The preacher and the outlaw know heaven and hell share ain't what it used to be. The preacher and the outlaw ride toward the place where secrets hide. The preacher and the outlaw. footprints, just the sound of rust. There's a town beyond the river bend where every road just seems to end. Windows stare with empty eyes, watching strangers passing by. The mine went silent years ago, still the chimney breathes like smoke. Every nail inside those walls knows the names that never call. I hear the echoes through the trees, like someone begging not to leave. Hollow pines, where the forgotten never die. Every shadow knows your face, every silence leaves a trace. The moon keeps hanging like a noose, while broken dreams are cut loose. If you wander after night, you'll belong to hollow pines. An old guitar without a string still remembers everything. The bartender pours one more glass for ghosts that never seem to pass. A faded picture on the wall smiles before the final fall. Nobody asked where people went, the wind already knows the end. You can run, you can hide, but the forest keeps your name. Every promise fades away, only whispers still remain. Gate where the crows refuse to fly. Welcome to hollow pines. The trees are listening, always listening. preacher carried a worn-out Bible. The outlaw carried a loaded gun. Both men walking toward the sunset, knowing neither could outrun. The preacher's coat was faded black, dust from 1,000 miles on his back. His eyes held storms he'd never told, and prayers that had long grown cold. The outlaw rode a tired mare, with scars and blood stains everywhere. Wanted posters filled the towns, yet no reward could hunt him down. One searched for grace, one searched for peace. Neither man could find release. The preacher and the outlaw ride, two lost souls on opposite sides. The preacher and the outlaw know heaven and hell share the same road. The preacher and the outlaw ride beneath the moon and endless sky. The preacher and the outlaw see the truth ain't what it used to be. They met beside an old saloon, beneath a blood-red harvest moon. No words were spoken for a while, just weary eyes and crooked smiles. The preacher poured a glass of rye, the outlaw stared into the night. Both carried ghosts they couldn't shake, both carried choices they couldn't take back. The town around them slowly slept, while memories they buried crept. Old regrets came crawling near, whispering things they feared to hear. The whiskey burned, the silence spoke, every promise slowly broke. The preacher and the outlaw ride, two lost souls on opposite sides. The preacher and the outlaw know heaven and hell share the same road. The preacher and the outlaw ride beneath the moon and endless sky. The preacher and the outlaw see the truth ain't what it used to be. The preacher said, I've buried saints, I've buried thieves, I've buried men who begged forgiveness on their final knees. The outlaw laughed, I've robbed banks, I've shed blood, but every man I've ever killed was someone's son. Then silence filled the desert air, neither man had more to share, 'cause deep inside they understood the line between evil and good. darkness lingered with them still. The road stretched on through dust and stone, a path neither would walk alone. Coyotes cried across the plain, like mourners singing through the rain. The preacher opened up his book, the outlaw never dared to look. Yet side by side they rode ahead, toward whatever fate had said. Two different men beneath one sky, both preparing for goodbye. The desert remembers, the wind remembers, the dead remember, and God remembers. The preacher and the outlaw ride, two lost souls on opposite sides. The preacher and the outlaw know heaven and hell share the same road. The preacher and the outlaw ride beneath the moon and endless sky. The preacher and the outlaw see the truth ain't what it used to be. Hey! The night was old, older than the road beneath my feet. Met the devil at the crossroads late, dust on my boots and a heavy fate. He tipped his hat beneath the moonlight glow, said, son, this place is only lost men go. The pines stood still, the fields were dead, a murder of crows flew overhead. The gravel road stretched black and thin, like it knew every secret buried within. I carried regrets in a burlap sack, 100 sins and no way back. The stars looked cold above the plain, like heaven forgot my name again. He smiled slow through cigarette smoke, like every promise was a cruel joke. Devil at the crossroads calling my name, every road behind me burning in flame. Devil at the crossroads, black as the night, selling my soul for one more ride. Devil at the crossroads, whispering low, telling me things only sinners know. Devil at the crossroads, eyes burning bright, selling my soul for one more ride. Through counties time forgot, past rusted churches left to rot, white paint peeling from the walls, listening to distant judgment calls. An old gas station flickered weak, like a dying prayer nobody speaks. A widow watched from her porch swing, while the night swallowed everything. I saw my reflection in a muddy creek, a tired old ghost too warm to weep. The man staring back was wasn't who I knew, just a shadow stitched in black and blue. The devil laughed and raised his glass, said nothing good was built to last. Devil at the crossroads calling my name, every road behind me burning in flame. Devil at the crossroads, black as the night, selling my soul for one more ride. Devil at the crossroads, whispering low, telling me things only sinners know. Devil at the crossroads, eyes burning bright, selling my soul for one more ride. Mama used to pray beside my bed, begging God to guide where I was led. But prayers grow weak in a broken land, when whiskey becomes a guiding hand. The train tracks cried beneath the moon, like they knew I'd be leaving soon. Every town I touched turned cold, every promise bought and sold. The devil said, boy, you ain't evil, you're just tired, and tired men make desperate deals. Cotton fields, pale and white, the darkness moved beside the trees, carrying forgotten memories. I heard chain gangs in the wind, heard echoes of where I'd been. The river sang a mournful tune beneath a blood-red harvest moon. The farther we went, the less I knew. If heaven's ahead or already through, maybe every mile I traveled long had been the devil's road all along. The sky turned black, the stars disappeared, no angels came, no voices near. Devil at the crossroads calling my name, every road behind me burning in flame. Devil at the crossroads, black as the night, selling my soul for one more ride. Devil at the crossroads, whispering low, telling me things only sinners know. Devil at the crossroads, eyes burning bright, selling my soul for one more ride. Devil at the crossroads, take what is mine. I've been running from the truth my whole life. Devil at the crossroads, don't let me hide, selling my soul for one more ride. The night was old, older than the road beneath my feet. I met the devil at the crossroads, lay dust on my boots in a heavy fate. He tipped his hat beneath the moonlight glow, said, son, this place is only lost men go. The pines stood still, the fields were dead, a murder of crows flew over. chapel stood on a lonely hill, white paint fading cold and still, black wings circling through the gray, like they knew what happened that day. Its windows stared like hollow eyes toward forgotten southern skies. The wooden cross above the door had weathered storms for years and more. The graveyard slept beneath the weeds, guarding secrets no one reads. Broken stones lean toward the earth, mocking sorrow, loss and birth. The wind blew hard across the land, like judgment from an unseen hand. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every lie. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry beneath the cold and empty sky. An old preacher lived there once, speaking words of providence, but whispers spread from town to town when strange misfortune came around. A farmer vanished in the rain, never seen alive again. A widow swore she heard him pray long after death had come his way. Every Sunday fewer came, fear replacing faith and shame, until one stormy autumn night the chapel lost its final light. The bell stopped ringing, the door stayed closed, and darkness claimed what heaven knowed. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every lie. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry beneath the cold and empty sky. Some say the preacher lost his mind, some say he made a bargain, some say the devil came one night and left before the morning. But every story ends the same: a storm, a scream, a flash of lightning, and the crows always the crows. down the hill through mud and rain, drawn by something I couldn't explain. The front door creaked beneath my hand like it remembered every man. Inside the pew sat covered in dust, abandoned hymns and fading trust. And somewhere deep within the dark, a single crow let out a mark. The chapel remembers, the graveyard remembers, the crows remember, the dead remember. Crows above the chapel tonight, watching over every lie. Crows above the chapel fly, waiting for another soul to die. Crows above the chapel still, circling high above the hill. Crows above the chapel cry beneath the cold and empty sky. Crows above the chapel remain through every storm and every rain. Crows above the chapel soar, guarding secrets forevermore.